Feelings out on the corner, chilling out. Ice grilling my mouth. Shout out to soldiers now. Pulling the out to show you, but your brains over the rover. You put a coat over the stain, cause for the day we whipping your rainbow. You're hitting the bank. Don't forget that the game colder than polars. California bears, take your chain off for ya. Because out of all of you squares, I'ma yeah, put it in the air like the motor hit the roller.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Right to the air. Here's Murray. And his first look is incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Second and 10. Now Murray. And it's intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Murray's pass intercepted.
That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
First run now for Kyron Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Stafford now to throw. And this is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
180.
Now Stafford. He'll drop this down to Williams. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. Here we go with Williams. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Sean McVay's gamble does not pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their opening drive, that ended with the interception. Fortunate, though, it didn't lead to points.
It didn't lead to points, and because they kind of got away with one, maybe you come back and throw something similar again to show that you're not afraid, that you're not going to back down, and take your shot. Let the defense know that you're going to be there all game long.
Here's Murray. This pass complete to Higgins. The gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Here's Blake Gillikin now. Xavier Smith deep for L.A. And this drive will start in enemy territory as that gets out of bounds on this side of the 50.
Set. 280. 53. Ready. White. Ready, hot.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. That is incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Set. 280.
Well, here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
To throw is Stafford. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
Ready. 10. 10.
They snap it to Stafford. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Now it's 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Murray going to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
That's returnable now for Smith. All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Set. Get a 20. 40 got. 40 got.
Now Stafford. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
From the gun, Murray. Pass complete there to Harrison. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Marvin Harrison Jr. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cardinals post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Play action. Stafford. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown Rams. Puka Nacua, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Rams strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Now for the point after.
For the extra point.
He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Rams 7, Cardinals 6.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Connor. And he stopped immediately there. Second and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Connor going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the Rams' 5-yard line.
Again, it'll be Connor. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll try to surge ahead with Connor. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Rams 7.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Ready.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Stafford. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll run here with Connor. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD. Down 2 scores here, so hopefully make some changes coming out of the locker room.
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Set. 280.
Stafford. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Brings up 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Set. 280. Gonna happen.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Stafford. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Set. 180.
Stafford looks to throw again.
He'll let this go for Adams.
But Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 33.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them, because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Here's Murray. He'll get that complete to Harrison. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. To throw, it's Murray. He'll try to put it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to kick it away. And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Set. Yellow waiting. Yellow waiting.
Now it's Stafford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Puka Nakua, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Rams will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll look to run forward with Williams. And he will get into the end zone. So how about that for putting it on the line? They've taken the lead by a point here in the fourth quarter. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the two-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the two-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Kyler going to give this to Benson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Byron Young there on the stop. This defense really clamping down. Although they're losing the game still, this second half has been theirs.
And they're winning it. I almost equate it to being a boxer. And whenever you see a good fight, the guy who is on his toes and doing the punching, that's the guy who's winning. And that's the way they're going at it defensively now. Much more aggressive in their calls, much more.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marvin Harrison Jr. with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals use the big play to extend their fourth-quarter lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Dances by him. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
At the 38-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Plenty of time.
22.
All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Got a 20. Hey, give me a radar. 20 hot.
Here's Stafford. Wide open receiver, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
It's a gain of
Yes, down by a touchdown. They needed a big play here quickly, and they got one. And now, plenty of time. No need to panic, but you do need to move quickly.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Set. Blue stick. Hey, hot.
Stafford now to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
and 10.
Ready.
Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Desperation time for Stafford on fourth down. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all three timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. To throw is Murray. He'll try and do this himself. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up second and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And the Cardinals are going to have a first down. And that's a big one, as they should be able to run it out from here. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. This one came right down to the wire, and CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Southern California,